Media Fact Checker. Victorian teachers statewide strike over pay dispute and conditions. All source articles are linked in the description below. Here's what every outlet agrees on. The Victorian government offered teachers a 17% pay rise over 4 years, 8% in 2024, then 3% annually for 3 years, to avert a strike, but the offer was rejected by the Australian Education Union, AEU. The AEU demanded a 35% pay rise over 3 years, citing excessive workloads, unpaid overtime, and staff shortages as unaddressed issues. A statewide teacher strike is scheduled for March 24, 2024, marking the first statewide strike in 13 years, last strike in 2013. The Fair Work Commission approved the strike after 98% of AEU members voted in favour of industrial action. Victorian teachers are the lowest paid public education workforce in Australia, with a graduate teacher earning $78,801 compared to $90,177 in NSW. But not all outlets told the same story. ABC states the government's initial offer was a 17% pay rise over 4 years, while Thij clarifies the offer was later revised to an 8% rise in 2024 followed by 3% annual rises. ABC does not mention the deployment of retired teachers or casual relief teachers to keep schools open, which Thij highlights as part of the government's contingency plan. ABC focuses on the AEU's willingness to negotiate before the strike, while Thij emphasizes principals' formal opposition to the offer and their demand for workload relief. This story was covered by ABC News and The Age. Subscribe to Media Fact Checker for daily Australian news analysis. Media Fact Checker. Victorian man charged with murder after elderly man's body found near Jung Highway. All source articles are linked in the description below. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Robert Beck, 49, from Minyip was charged with murder in Horsham Magistrates Court on June 2024 for the death of an elderly man, believed to be in his 80s, found near the intersection of Henty Hwy and Finlayson Road in Jung, Victoria, on Monday morning at approximately 9:15 a.m. Beck was arrested on Monday night in Horsham after police found him behaving erratically with a knife in possession on Firebrace St. He was later taken to hospital and charged by homicide detectives the following day. Beck was diagnosed with schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and borderline personality disorder, and his defense requested a medical assessment while in custody. The prosecutor stated the deceased sustained 24 injuries. Forensic analysis of Beck's phone and other materials was ordered, with Magistrate Timothy Hoare allocating 8 weeks for completion. Beck's bail application was denied by Magistrate Timothy Hoare, and he was remanded into custody. The case will proceed to the Supreme Court in July 2024. But not all outlets told the same story. ABC reports Beck was arrested on Monday night in Horsham, but Newscomau does not specify the exact time of arrest beyond Monday evening. ABC states Beck was dressed in a black hoodie during the hearing, while Newscomau does not mention his attire. ABC describes Beck as visibly agitated with heavy breathing audible and his attempt to hide, but Newscomau does not detail his demeanor beyond faced a brief administrative hearing. This story was covered by ABC News and news.com.au. Subscribe to Media Fact Checker for daily Australian news analysis.